Alright folks, gather round because we're diving headfirst into a right royal saga. It's the tale of Prince Harry, a man who went from partying prince to, well, someone who drinks green juice and talks about mental health. Now the million-dollar question is, was this transformation down to Meghan Markle working some sort of American magic? Or did our boy just, grow up? Let's be honest, before Meghan waltzed onto the scene, Prince Harry was known for a few things. There was the ginger hair, the charming smile, and oh yeah, the time he wore that Nazi uniform to a costume party. Not exactly the picture of a woke warrior, was he? But then, like a plot twist in a Hallmark movie, Meghan arrived. Suddenly, Harry was all about mindfulness, vegan leather, and speaking out against the very institution he was born into. It makes you wonder, did Meghan hand him a self-help book and a kale smoothie? Or was this a change brewing beneath the surface all along? Let's rewind a bit. Harry's younger years were filled with a series of headline-grabbing antics. From his wild nights out in London to his infamous Las Vegas escapade, he was the royal family's resident bad boy. But as he matured, there were glimpses of a more serious side. His military service, for instance, showed a dedication and discipline that many didn't expect. And then came Meghan, with her own set of values and experiences. An American actress with a passion for humanitarian work, she brought a fresh perspective to Harry's life. Together, they embarked on a journey of self-discovery and advocacy. From mental health initiatives to environmental causes, they became a power couple with a mission. So, was it Meghan's influence that transformed Harry, or was it a natural evolution? Perhaps it was a bit of both. One thing's for sure, their story is far from over. Now before we go full-on conspiracy theory, let's rewind a bit. Prince Harry wasn't always sipping tea with Oprah. This is a bloke who lost his mum under the glare of the paparazzi, then spent his youth navigating the pressure cooker of royal life. He served in Afghanistan, for crying out loud. The guy's got layers like a royal onion. He wasn't just about the nightclubs and the questionable fancy dress choices, He co-founded the Invictus Games, a Paralympic-style event for wounded soldiers. He campaigned for mental health awareness, even admitting to struggling after Diana's death. So yeah, maybe Harry wasn't a lost cause before Meghan. Maybe, just maybe, he was a work in progress. And then there's Meghan. She wasn't exactly a shrinking violet, was she? This was a woman who, before she even met Harry, was speaking out against racism and sexism. She was a UN women's advocate, for goodness sake. She was never going to be content with just waving from a balcony in a fancy hat. Not that there's anything wrong with hats, mind you. So, did she challenge Harry? Did she push him to be more outspoken, more engaged with the world? Probably. But isn't that what love is all about? Challenging each other, inspiring each other to be the best versions of yourselves? Sounds a bit cheesy, I know, but bear with me. Section 4, across the pond trading tiaras for tan lines. Now let's talk about that whole Megxit thing. It was a seismic shift that shook the foundations of the British monarchy. Because let's be honest, that's when the real drama started. The media frenzy was relentless, with every move scrutinized and every word analyzed. Harry, the spare to the heir, decided to ditch the gilded cage and fly off to California with his American bride. They traded royal duties for a more laid-back lifestyle under the Californian sun. Cue the gasps, the pearl clutching, and the endless tabloid headlines. The world watched in shock and fascination as the couple navigated their new life. It was a right royal soap opera. The drama unfolded like a TV series with new twists and turns every week. Some said Meghan had stolen Harry away, that she'd turned him against his family. The accusations flew thick and fast, dividing public opinion. Others praised them for breaking free from a suffocating system, for choosing their own happiness. They saw it as a bold move towards personal freedom and fulfillment. The truth, as always, is probably somewhere in the middle. It's a complex story with no clear villains or heroes. But one thing's for sure, Harry wasn't just going along with it. He was actively choosing a different path, one that he believed was right for his family. This was a man making a stand, even if it meant turning his back on everything he'd ever known. It was a brave, if controversial, decision that will be debated for years to come. As Section 5, Finding His Voice, Harry 2.0 speaks out, post-Megxit. Harry is a different beast altogether. He's writing memoirs, giving interviews, and generally not shying away from controversy. He's called out the toxic British press, spoken about his struggles with mental health, and even had a go at his own family. It's a far cry from the tight-lipped royal we were used to. Now, some might say he's gone off the deep end, airing his dirty laundry for the world to see. Others applaud his honesty, his willingness to break down the stiff upper lip facade of the monarchy. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that Harry's found his voice. The question is, did Meghan give it to him, or did she just help him find it within himself? Section 6. Love, change, or a bit of both, you be the judge. So, did Meghan change Harry, or was it love that transformed him? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Love and change often go hand in hand, making it hard to distinguish one from the other. Love has a funny way of doing that, of making you reevaluate your priorities, your beliefs, your entire life. It can be a powerful force, nudging you to become a better version of yourself. It's entirely possible that meeting Meghan was a catalyst for Harry, that it made him question everything and ultimately choose a different path. A path that perhaps he was already considering but needed that extra push to take. But let's not forget that Harry was already on a journey of self-discovery before Meghan came along. He was grappling with his role, his responsibilities, and his own mental health. He was already challenging the status quo, speaking out about mental health, and looking for a life beyond the confines of the palace walls. His actions showed a man in search of meaning and purpose. Maybe Meghan didn't so much change him as amplify what was already there, like turning up the volume on a song that was already playing. Their love story might just be the perfect example of how love can bring out the best in us, highlighting qualities that were always there, waiting to shine. Section 7. Now it's your turn. Spill the tea. So, what do you reckon? Did Meghan work some sort of Californian magic on our Haza, or did he just decide to ditch the crown and embrace his inner hippie lifestyle? It's a right royal head-scratcher, this one. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more royal rants and ramblings. Cheers!